Okay, I'm back again with another video. This working is a job working. So I have a client and she wants to be employed in a certain company. The only issue is that she lacks a little bit of English. Her English skills are just to be a little bit more honed, if you get my drift. So what I've done here is I've taken this from a few different angles. Got a green candle and I've put on the green candle her name, her date of birth, and I've put hired on it, scratched hired into it. I've dressed it with some of my oils. I've put Crown of Success oil that I make, and I've put like the basic job oil as well. Like an abundance oil as well. I'm going to have to do videos on these oils because it's a long overdue. So I've dressed it in cinnamon and some sugar and some honey. You could use syrup, you could use molasses, whatever you got. So I've rubbed that into the candle, and I'll be burning the candle over 7 nights. And also I have a little gold skull candle. This skull candle is going to represent whoever interviews her. So that will be the interviewer or the interviewers. One skull candle is fine to cover all of them, and this is a petition underneath that. Just be very careful if you're using candles with petitions underneath them that you don't set the place on fire. Be careful. I usually put a plate underneath that, and then the petition goes under the plate, so it's just for demonstration purposes here. So who will help me on this one? It'll be Santissimo Morte and King Paimon. King Paimon, I have the seal here, the sigil. And why King Paimon? Because King Paimon teaches all arts and sciences, and I think he'd be very good to help her with her English. And he's also very good at swaying people's minds. So that's another reason why I'm asking for his help, his assistance on this. And I also made a little doll, just a little white doll, and I bound the company name to the doll. So, like I said, I'll be lighting this skull candle and this green candle. Also, you can use white candle if you don't have green, even gold, because gold is another color of success. And I'm going to just do it for like 15 minutes per night and snuff it out and until it burns out. And then what happens when this all burns down is I will get the remains of the candle wax, and I'll take the little doll and I'll put the doll in a jar, a little honey jar. I'm just smoking that through the incense. Yeah, so I'm going to put this in the honey jar, the doll, and the remnants of the wax from the gold candle and the green candle. And I'm going to put it all together in a honey jar. And I'm going to put, let me see, let's say that's the honey jar. So I'm going to put the seal of Paimon and the jar on top. And then I'll be burning a green candle or a gold candle on top of that. I'll do that until I hear if the client, basically what's happening in the client's life, if she's got any news or any updates. But that's basically how I'm going to do it. It's a bit different from job spells, but I like to take it from a different angle. So, I've got her doll being bound to the company, and then I've got the figurehead of the company, the main person that's going to interview her or people, and success being the gold color, and the candle itself is the focal point of the spell. That's where I'll be putting my energy into the candle, and then when that's all finished, I'll make the honey jar up, and then I'll burn the honey jar. So in a week's time, I'll construct the honey jar, and then I'll keep burning a little candle on that. And this candle is an offering to King Paimon. So I don't call King Paimon without an offering. So that will go and sit with him. I've got a separate altar for that. So yeah, I have my Santissimo Morte altar. I have my Saint Expedite altar. I've got an altar to Belial, Lord Belial. A lot of altars. But I do have an altar that for, spirits that I do work with that, they don't have long-term how can I put this? Belial is my patron. Santa Muerte is my matron. So I have the altars, and they will always be in my home. But they're spirits that I don't have pacts with, etc. So I have like a temporary altar each time I work with them. So it works for me. So that's how things go. So it'd be interesting to find out the results of this working. So we'll give it some time and we'll see how things go. So I'm going to light these candles, and it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com, or you can leave any comments down below and I'll get back to you all soon. Have a good evening.